I was born in Sherman, Texas in 1944. My mother's name was Mary Frances Bilger. My father's name was Oscar Bilger. I have one older brother, Jimmy. We grew up involved in scouting. I was not a Girl Scout. I was a Bluebird and Campfire girl when I grew up. And my mother even says I'm just like my dad in everything I do. And he was always willing to help, get scout troops started. A lot of our family vacations were scout trips. He was a camp director, and he made me a camp box. I took it to camp. My daughter took it to Jojan Van. My son took it to camp. He took it to Philmont. My granddaughter took it to camp. And I still have that. And every time I think of that camp box, I think of the memories of him involved in scouting. My husband's name is Carl Frentz. We got married in December of 1965, and we're still hanging in there together. And he was in the Air Force at the time, so we did travel quite a bit. Within a year after we were married, we were on our way to Germany. I have a daughter. Her name is Christina Frentz. I have a son. His name is Charles.
While she wasn't a Girl Scout as a child, Mary Frentz found an opportunity to get involved when her daughter joined. An opportunity that would lead to a 25-year leadership role with the Girl Scouts. First as a troop leader for her daughter, and then again for her granddaughter.
When we were over in Japan, my granddaughter, who, when she was 5, came to live with us. We became her legal guardians. And so they started Girl Scouts, school started Girl Scouts. We had like about 20 girls. They learned a lot of Japanese culture because we did a lot of things with the Japanese Girl Guides. We had campouts with the Girl Guides, so we learned an awful lot of the customs of the Girl Guides instead of the Japanese Girl Scouts and just the Girl Scouts. Then when we came back here in '08, I came back and was going to sign my granddaughter up for Scouts, and they put her in a troop, and then the other lady asked me if I would be the troop leader. And so then I was her troop leader. I've been my granddaughter's troop leader since she was in 1st grade, and she went all the way through high school as a Girl Scout.
Trips are an important part of the Girl Scout experience for Mary. She would make a concerted effort to make sure her troop had the opportunity to visit places they may not otherwise have a chance to visit. This includes a trip to NASA in Houston, the Stockyards in Fort Worth, and a trip to Colorado Springs.
When you're working with the youth, you surprise yourself what you will do because they want you to do some of the same things they do. So we try and do the same thing they do. And I've done a lot of things that I probably never would have done if I hadn't had the Girl Scouts with me to egg me on. Of all the years I've been in Girl Scouts, and especially since I started Girl Scouts here, coming back here now and seeing girls who are adults with their own kids and seeing them somewhere and seeing what they have become and thinking, I may have been a part of what they did. I'd like to thank the Girl Scouts of Central Texas for nominating me to be a Woman of Distinction. But I'd really like to thank Alice Perry because of her pushing, and of the Girl Scouts of Central Texas, of knowing that they're always there as friends. And thank you very much for this honor.